Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
How are you today, guys? After a long holiday, we will be on our monthly agenda. Yes, ISD. So, before we start our ISD today, let's start our ISD with Al-Fatihah. Hopefully, our agenda today will go smoothly without any difficulties. Al-Fatihah. Honorable Genji Ahmad Hidayat, Honorable Gus Haji Ahmad Tanjung Fikri, respectable our teachers and all the audience both in online and offline. Today we will continue our ISD agenda and we will be presented by Mr. Ahmed with the title is Multilingual Awareness Rising, Effective Pedagogical Aid in DL3 Language. Teaching, sorry. So, without any further ado, let's please welcome Mr. Ahmed as the presenter, and Mr. Lance is yours. Give a one.
Thank you very much for Mr. Swans, the moderator. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, in this occasion I will prepare my presentation regarding one of journal. The journal is come from Lila Howard. Actually, I don't know the best pronunciation of it. Lila Howard and Robert Journal. The journal comes from Marian Journal of Applied Linguistics, issue 23, volume 1. Issue 23, volume 1. My presentation, as moderator said, my presentation entitled Multilingual Awareness Rising, Effective Pedagogical Aid in the Third Language Teaching. So, let's discover about the journal. Well, actually, the journal is the original title of the journal is Multilingual Awareness Rising as Pedagogical Tool in the Initial Stage of Third Language Teaching. The journal is talking about the effect of multilingual awareness. We will discover about what is multilingual awareness is, and then this journal, what is this thing? Searching or what is this effect of multilingual awareness about two groups of students. The group of students is 9th grade Hungarian students. For your information, there's a little bit different between the state of Hungarian student and also Indonesian student. In Hungarian, only two phases of the education. There are eight years in primary, and then the secondary only 4. I think 8 for the primary and 4 for the secondary. The total of the education, actually same with the Indonesians, 12 years. But in Hungarian, 8 years for the primary. So this 9th grade of Hungarian student, it means when we compare with education in Indonesia, it is a JHS student at 10th grade, not the 9th grade in JHS, like that. The two different groups, there are intervention group and also the control group. We will discover about the different about the treatment that helped by two groups. And then what is the indicator? Indicator is different teaching method. There are two different teaching methods that conduct with two different group of students. There are dynamic model and also the CFL. CFL is communicative foreign language. I think we will talk about the different about two methods, and of course the model and also the result has a different result. It is the table of content that I present today. The first one is what is the multilingual awareness? I think that some of we, especially who don't have any background in language, I think still confused about what is multilingual awareness is because they heard about it. And then what is the importance in Hungary? What is the importance of awareness rising in Hungary? And then the second one, we also discovered about what is the third language teaching. All three is mean third language. Yeah? We already familiar about second language, English as second language, but maybe for maybe some of them not familiar with third language. We will discover about it. And then the second one, the research background. And then the hypothesis and research question, theoretical framework, we will discover about the method that appropriate to conduct third language teaching. And then the other one, the project, and also the last one, the result. So, what is a multilingual awareness? It is come from two words actually, multilingual and also awareness. Multilingual, it means many languages. And how about the awareness? Awareness is the conscious, the aware of the student. So multilingual awareness can be defined as the multilingual learner's consciousness of and sensitivity to the form and content of the language. So the student already know about the similarity and also the difference between both of the language, the first language and the second language and then the third language. It is called multilingual awareness. Next. So, it is the condition for foreign language in Hungary. In Hungary, language policy of the European Union, because Hungary is one of the members of European Union, and the European Union has a goal to impose the citizen to at least mastering two foreign languages. And then the most favorable language, foreign language in Hungary is German and also English. So the English is the second language and then the German is the third language. So I think it's very important for Hungary to conduct third teaching method because they have to learn the language as well. Next. Now, it is the third language learning. The term of third language learning refer to the non-native language which is currently being used or acquired in situation where the person already has knowledge of one or more second language in addition to one or more language, first language. So I want to explain about the difference between L1, or we can say mother language. Mother language is the language that we talk when we born, when we childhood, and so on. And then the second language is the language that we learn after we learn first language or mother language. And then the third language means that the language that we learn after we learn the second language. What is the correlation? What is the the relation between studying first language, studying second language, and third language? Actually, it is to have a big correlation because did you remember when you learn the second language or the third language? Before of that, I have to ask for us, Mr. Gamame. Do you how many languages do you speak?
Three, sir.
Three. This is Indonesian, English and Japanese. The mother language is Japanese, of course. The second language is Indonesian, and the other language is English. Did you still remember how you learned English as the third language?
I learned when I was in elementary school.
In elementary school, of course. Sometimes some of them learn third language only in a prospective language. I mean, when we learn English, we only learn about the English. The third language learning, the third language method that I will present this afternoon is when we want to learn the third language, we have to also consider about the second language and also the first language. It is called the third language acquisition model. The integrated didactic approach, called integrated didactic approach. Continue for the next background. It is the research background in the paper. The first one is the appropriate approach for all three teaching has not been widely applied in Hungary. Even though the government imposed the citizens to learn Germany as third language, the approach or the application, the implication of teaching Germany as third language is still not appropriate. So that's why the research is conducted in order to show that the best model to teach German as the third language is something like that. It's also the second reason. The last reason, it is my reason, my opinion, my personal reason why I choose this research. The first one that appeared in my mind when I read this journal is picturing about the ICE, because ICE is also multilingual language, right? They are learn about the English as the second language, Arabic also, and also the local language. It means Japanese. I'm also surprised when Fahri and also what is the little brother? Fikri also learn Japanese. So I think it's good because the condition is same with the Hungary. So I decided to choose this paper. In order, I mean, it can be implied in ICE in order to to make teaching third language more better than before. I think like that. This is the hypothesis and research question that want to answer in this paper. The first one, to what extent does writing multilingual awareness contribute to the developing the writing performance of multilingual learners? The second one, to what extent do participants of the intervention and the control group rifles reveal different in produce the length in writing, and the last is to what extent can participant of the intervention and the control group produce relatively correct sentence in writing. As I mentioned earlier, there are different groups of students. There are intervention group and also the control group. Continue. Now, it is the several language methods. There are actually three. I just know three. Maybe you know more. It's okay. Let's discuss about it later. Yeah. The first one called multilingual processing model. If you familiar with this model, it can be applied when we don't understand the meaning of English text. We just know that the subject, verb, and also noun. We don't know the meaning. We can predict the meaning based on the structure, right? Maybe I love book. The example is maybe I love book, like that. And then we don't know the meaning of love, but we can predict. I is subject, book is noun. So the love, the word love, it means verb. So it's called multilingual processing model. If when the student try to encode is rebuild and remember the structure of the language. And the second one is factor model. As I mentioned earlier, that for the best third language method that we can apply is to remember the first language and also the second language. So when we learn about Arabic as the third language, it should be better when we learn about our first language and also the second language. Can you maybe analyze why it's important to learn the first language and the second language. But what is the importance of it regarding learning two language? Maybe. I think, based on the research that I read, the importance of the pivotal one, why we have to learn the first language and also the second language, is because we can predict the grammatical structure, the grammatical similarity, and also the difference about the structure, about the grammar between three languages. So I think it's so important as the first model. And then the third model called dynamic model of multilingualism. The dynamic model of multilingualism is actually the dynamic model of multilingualism, or we can say dynamic model of multilingualism is actually the combination of the first model and the second model. It combines the both of the model. So the model it will decode, have the opportunity for the student to decode the structure of the language, and also give the opportunity for the student to remember and recall their first language and also the second language. And then in the end of the model, in the end of the learning, the teacher should be give insight of some specific skill. And then this research, the specific skill that will be held is writing. So after this, we will know the result about the writing skill of the student of 9th grade secondary level of Hungarian students. Continue. Now this is the project. As I mentioned earlier, that the project designed for a group of Hungarian 9th grade secondary school students in Hungarian town. It is divided by two groups called the intervention group and also the control group. The intervention group were taught according to CLA principle. Now, CLA principle is the language principle that I mentioned earlier. And then not only about that, the intervention group also taught by multilingual teacher. So the teacher also have to have multilingual awareness also. So not only the student but also the teacher that qualified to teach German and English as foreign language. And then the second one, the control group, is consists of 9th grade students that teaching by CLT teaching. This is a communicative language teaching. Communicative language teaching is the model that only directly explain. And then the difference between the first one and the second one is, if when the intervention group taught by multilingual teacher, the second one is taught by bilingual teacher, and also the interaction is using Hungarian. Actually, it's same with India, with educational system in Indonesia when teaching English, right? The teacher is explained in Indonesian, the interaction also is Indonesian, even though the text in English. So we can call that the model, third language model that apply in Indonesia is the CLT one. Next one. Now, each group has a similar time and also similar material. There are three materials that conducted by the teacher. The first one is vocabulary and topic. The second one is communication, and the third one is grammar. And the vocabulary, what is the difference? The difference is all of the aspects when in the intervention group have to connect with the second language and also the first language. For instance, for the vocabulary and topic, in the first one, the students are already give the text not only in German, even though they are learning German as the first language, they also give the text in English and also in Hungarian. And then the second one, the communicative, the control group that I mentioned not in English and Hungarian. So it's a little bit different. And then the data will be analyzed by ANOVA. It is repeated measure analysis of variance. It's in one application to detect the ability of language using. Now, it is the step to conduct MLR or multilingual awareness in intervention group. The first one, recognition and discussion. The second one, clarify the meaning, giving second label and impact, as I mentioned earlier, and then discussing the structural similarities, and then the last one, translation activity. Usually, when we conduct the CLK method, that's applied in Indonesia, we directly translation activity, right? Without knowing about the similarity and also the difference between second language and also third language, without discussing, without clarifying the meaning, without giving the second language text and so on. So, it is the result of multilingual awareness level. The top one is intervention group, and then the below one is the control group. Next one is not only effect in the multilingual awareness, but also in the writing skill. There are for multilingual, for instance, the level of students in intervention group higher than the second one. Also for translate, and also for the text line, and also the last one is lexical diversity. So almost all of the indicators that conduct by the researchers state that the intervention groups are more higher in writing. It is becoming visible. The first one, this research provides evidence about the difference between teaching in control group and also in the intervention group. This the second one. During the first 4 months of rote learning teaching, there are a significant difference both of the group. The first, students with multilingual awareness have higher score in writing skill, and then the last, it is the recommendation for the researchers for the government of Hungary. This is replace the method that using in third language teaching. This is SLA. SLA is second language acquisition by third language method. That is the recommendation for the researchers to government of Hungary. Okay, I think it's enough for my presentation. Thank you very much for the attention, Mr. and Miss. Thank you very much for the. I will give back to moderator.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed. You welcome, Mr. Ahmed. Presentation. So now we go to the next page, and it's for discussion. Is there any question or suggestion you might give to Mr. Ahmed, please? Anyone? Yes, Mr. Martino, please.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Scott. Thank you also, Mr. Ahmed, for the great presentations that you already present. Yeah. Actually, I am still confused here. I cannot get the main point. Yeah, main point of your lesson. But my question is, so sorry. Maybe we'll repeat
presentation.
I didn't get it here. So, sorry sir, please for the presentation for the slide to the project. So the first I ask you for the third language in Hungary is Germany, and for the second language is English. English is Hungary for the language of mother language, and the English is the second language, and the Germany is the third language. And then this third language is so strange or foreign. Yeah, I mean it's not normal. I think rarely to hear Germany in there, or actually the citizen of Hungary is so easy to hear or to communicate with Germany, or why choose the Germany as the third language? Yeah. Why I ask this one? Because based on the purpose why Germany language as the third language in Hungary, and then let's see our culture here put the English as the third language in same the characteristics. Yeah, you say that the first our language is local Javanese, means Javanese, and the second one is Bahasa, and then the third one is English. It is same the background of culture. If we take analogy to Hungary, the first one is Hungary, the second is English, and the third is Germany. Same or not? For the purpose, and then in the Indonesia, English, why English is the because the purpose is only if we go to Kultur International. It is same in Hungary also. This Germany, if they want to go to Germany, or go to outside of Hungary, what? Yeah, this is the first question. The second question is, could you please give me short example how to do this project? Yeah, I a little bit lack understanding of the how to conduct the project. I mean the research here, to implement about method of language acquisition one. Yeah, MLA. Yeah. Get the questions? Thank you so much.
So I would like to give your time for Mr. Ahmed to answer Mr. Marshall's question. So please, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Masrur, for the question. I get the first one is the reason. Yeah. The reason why Hungary choose the German as the third language. Actually, it is the policy of Ministry of things like core curriculum. In Hungary, called like things like curriculum 9, things like that. It imposes the school in Hungary to teach English and also German. Why English and German? Because as I mentioned earlier, that European Union country impose the citizenship to mastering at least 2 foreign languages, right? And then the government of Hungary decide German and also the English because this is the both of the languages have a benefit in get the job in outside the Hungary. So that's why they choose Germany and also the English. Actually, it is similar with Indonesians. And why Germany is like that? Because there is instruction for the core curriculum. I don't know what the name of institution that in place. Might be something like Ministry of Education and so on, but they call core curriculum or something like that. I forget the name. But the main idea is to impose the student to learn at least two foreign languages. It is the Germany and also the English, because it will good prospect in searching job. And then the second one, how to implement the project. Let's move to the and then 5 steps of multilingual. This one. Before we conduct this, the implementation of the language teaching is the first one. We have to aware about the multilingual first. The first one is we have to aware not only the student that aware about the multilingual, but also the teacher. So the teacher also has a good ability in teaching about two languages, the Bengali and also the English and also the German, in order to teaching the student. So the first one we have to consider is about the teacher first, the teacher and also the curriculum, the book, the material. Because the material is not only provided in Germany, but also provided in Hungarian, and also in English. And in the discussing the structural psychology, why we choose the appropriate teacher to conduct this teaching, because in media, maybe for instance, we teach about past tense. For instance, the example is not only given in English. Maybe it's like she read the book not only in English, but also the teacher also gives the example in Hungarian and also in Germany. So that's why they always remember about the structure in Hungarian and also in English, something like that. It also happened in, but not only in writing, but also in reading and also in listening and also in speaking, something like that. The teacher is deliver the material in Germany, English, and also in Hungarian.
Oh. So something like translating.
Yeah. It multilingual. So that's why they call multilingual awareness, kesadaran berbahasa, about the structure, about the
only in teaching. So the awareness is only in teaching. I mean, not in environment.
in the classroom.
This is only in teaching, and then the technique for the implementation only give translation in two language, because for the first language translate to the first language and then the second language. Correct.
Actually, not in the three languages, but also maybe can be spread. Maybe the rolling, the first one in English, and then the second one is in Hungary, and something like that. The objective one for the learner is to make them familiar about the three languages of language that they will taught or will be teaching in the classroom.
In the same. So if we implement in our country,
Yes.
so we must also use Japanese in this context.
So because Indonesia is not only Japanese, I think it's little bit hard to conduct this method, because in the classroom not only in Japanese the mother language, right? It can be Sundanese, it can be Maduranes, and so on. So I think it will be better when the student have the singular language about the first language, second language, and second language.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe it will become the drawback for the method to implement, because not because sometimes the country have a lot of culture, something have many languages in like Indonesia.
Okay, okay, thank you. Let me go to another question.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ramsey, for your explanation. Because of the limited time, I think we're getting that today. We will close right now. So let me conclude some of our discussion. The first is, even though there is some differences between in Indonesia and Korean, but this project or this research can be applied here. Even we have a lot of language. And then for and this project can be represented that there is a difference between using multilingual awareness and without this awareness. So I think let me close our agenda today. So let's close our ISE today by reciting Hamdalah together.